Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudev ki jai. Nitila Pavishtam Vishnupā Rashita Rashitashmar Bhaktivedānta Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Nitila Pavishtam Vishnupā Rashita Rashitashmar Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai. Vishta Mahabhagavat Śrīla Gokṣaras Babaji Mahārāja jai. Nitila Pavishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. Nitila Pavishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki jai. Śrī Rupanu Gaurya Guru Varga ki jai. Śrī Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Śrī Jeev Gopal Patadasha Raghunath Shara Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Śrī Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Śrī Gaur Parshada Vrinda ki jai. Nama Chay Śrīla Hairas Ṭhākura ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kund ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamai Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Shri Abhina Vrindavan Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma ki jai. Navadvīpa-dhāma Parikrama ki jai. Parikramā-kari samasta bhakta vrinda ki jai. Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya ki jai. Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. Shri Jiva Gosvāmī Pād ki jai. Śrīmad Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaura Hari ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhaktivedānta ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hari Bo, Madhavi Didi, Dandavat Pranams or Shri Mataji. So right now, so last night I went to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then this morning I woke up at 3:45. So I'm functioning on 1 hour and 45 minutes of sleep. So anyways, this chapter, we're reading the last chapter now. And it's not too long. So I think I'll be able to make it through. Okay, let me share my screen. Dandavat Pranams Gargaraji, Dandavat Pranams Rup Manjari Didi. Haribo. So yesterday we ended with, chapter 17 ended with this question of Jiva Goswami. Let's see. Although many people live here in Śrī Navadvīpa, why do not all of them engage in loving devotion to Śrī Krishna? A great doubt has in mind. Although these people reside in a dham, especially in Śrī Navadvīpa, how can offenses remain in them? I think it should be in the dham. How then can the servants of Vishnu, the Vaishnavas, remain without worries about committing offenses? O abode of the entire universe, O you who are eternally untainted, please reconcile this. So now we're going to hear in this last chapter of Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya, we're going to read Śrīmad Nityananda Prabhu's to Jiva Goswami's question. Jaya Jaya Shri Gauranga Sachidananda Jaya Parmavati Sutta Janava Jivan. All glories to Sachinandan Shri Gaur Hari. All glories to the Son, Śrī Nityananda Prabhu, who is the life and soul of Śrī Janavadevi. Jaya Sita Pati Jaya Jaya Gadadhar Jaya Shiva Sadi Jata Gora Parikar. All glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, the husband of Sita. All glories to Sri Gadadhar Pandit. All glories to Shivas and the other associates of Sri Gaur. Śrī Nityananda Prabhu answers Sri Jiva Goswami's question that was asked at the closing of the previous chapter. Shuniya Jivera Prashna Anityananda Rai Bole Nani Gora Tattva Vaishnava Sabhai. Once again. It's turning on track changes? Okay. After hearing Sri Jiva Goswami's question, Sri Nityananda Prabhu instructed the assembly of Vaishnavas in profound tattva, or fundamental spiritual truths. Resting place of the jivas. Shuno jiva vrindavana Navadvīpa-dhāma ajasra anandamay jivera vishram. O Jiva, please listen. The limitedly blissful Śrī Vrindavan and Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma are the resting places for the living entities. Shuddha Jiva Gana Jara Prakritira Para Sada Vasa Kore Heta Krishna Parivara. The pure souls who are beyond the influence of material nature eternally reside here as Shri Krishna's associates. The constitutional nature, the sarup of the Dham. E Dhama Nitya Dhama Vishuddha Chinmay Jara Desha Kala Heta Pai Parajai. This Dham is eternal, pure and transcendental. Material place and time have no influence here. E Dhamer Desha Kala Chiranandamay Jara Dharma Viparyaya Jara Dharma Viparyaya Sada Laksha. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Jara Dharma Viparyaya Sada Laksha Hoy. As I mentioned, I'm a bit slow right now. Okay. The land, the time, and everything else in this Dham are full of spiritual bliss, Chid Anandamoy. The nature, the dharma of this place is eternally transcendental. Grihadvara nada nadi kanana chatvar chinmaya sakala jano ati manohar. The houses, rivers, streams, forests, and pastime places here are all spiritual and supremely captivating. Sheto ananda dham prakritira para achintya krishnera shakti parama udar. This blissful dham is above mundane nature. The potency of Sri Krishna that operates here is inconceivable and supremely munificent. She Shakti Krame Dhama Heta Avatar Jivera Nistara Janya Krishna Ichasar. Knowing Sri Krishna's desire to deliver the living entities, this inconceivable potency manifests the Dham in this world. Dhama madhya kabu nahi jara avastiti jara baddha jiva nahi pai heta gati. Material objects cannot exist in the Dham, nor can conditioned living beings enter it. Dhamera upare jara maya pati jal achadiya rake e dham chirakal. Jadamaya, or the material energy, always keeps the Dham covered with her illusion. the non-devotees residing in the Dham. Shri Krishna Chaitanya jar nahi ko sambandha, jalera upare vasa kore se andha. That person who has no relationship with Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is blind, that is, ignorant of the real truth. He resides only on the covering of the Dham that Maya has cast. Mone bhave. Whenever it refers to him thinking, I always make it a ba. That's, well, I haven't fully decided on that, but I'll go back if we decide not to do that. Mane bhave ami achi navadipa pure, prodamaya mugda kori rakhe tare dure. Although he thinks, I am residing in Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma, in reality, Prodamaya bewilders him and keeps him far away from the Dham. Attainment of Sambandha Gyan is only possible through sadhu sangha. Ajadi kona bhagyodaye sadhu sangha pai, tabe Krishna Chaitanya Sambandha asetai. If by some good fortune such a person gets the association of saintly persons, he attains his relationship with Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sambandha nira tattva balabanandan, sahana bhuje baddha jiva sedhan. O son of Vallabha, Shri Jiva, Sambandha Gyan is a most profound truth. A conditioned soul cannot easily understand the supreme wealth of Sambandha, relationship with the Lord. A hypocrite's chanting of Gauranam. Mukhe bole Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Mor, Hridaya Sambandhahina Sadamaya Bhor. Although many people say, Shri Krishna Chaitanya is my only Lord, their hearts are devoid of even a smell of Sambandha Gyan. They are always carried away by delusion, Maya. Pseudo-religion, a hypocritical consideration. Se sabaloka boise Maya jalo pari, kabu shuddha bhakti nahi pai hari hari. Dharma dvaji sukapati sada dainyahin, tamba gune apanake bhave samichin. Because such persons are situated within Maya's covering, they can never attain Shuddha Bhakti to the Supreme Lord Sri Hari. Nevertheless, due to false pride alone, they, pseudo-religionists, impostors, hypocrites, and people devoid of humility, consider themselves superior to all others. The four innate symptoms of, and there's a footnote there. Persons who are in reality not religious, but who, by dress and words, appear to be religious and preach just to deceive others, are known as Dharmadvajis. And literally, dharma, dharma means, well, dharma is a difficult word to translate, but okay, let's just say religion here. And dvaji means somebody who carries the flag, who bears the flag of religion. But it just means that they're just externally showing, like, yes, I'm a religious, but it's all just external. They're just holding up a big flag showing, like, look at me, I'm religious. That's understanding, at least. The four innate symptoms of the Vaishnavas. Shre damba chare sadhu charana prasade, trina hoite apana ke dina kori sadhe. Because dvaja means flag, and dvaji is one who holds a flag. Vriksha peksha hoy tar sahishnuta gun, amani apani anye sammane nipuna. Only by the mercy of sadhus can such a person give up his false pride, consider himself to be more insignificant than a blade of grass, and become more tolerant than a tree. He has absolutely no desire for his own honor and fame, and he becomes most expert in giving all honor to others. E chari gune gune Krishna guna gai, Chaitanya sambandhatar, boshe nahi ai. When one has these four good qualities, one always chants the glories of Sri Krishna. Having attained this state, then only does one's eternal relationship with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awaken. 5 types of rasas. Shri Krishna Sambandha Shanta Dasya Sakya Ar Vatsalya Madhura Iti Pancha Parakar. The jiva has a relationship with Sri Krishna in one of the 5 kinds of ras. Shanta, neutrality; Dasya, servitorship; Sakya, friendship; Vatsalya, parental love; and Madhur, amorous love. Shanta dasya bhave kori gauranga bhajan, labhe vatsalyadi rasa Krishne sadhujan. By worshipping Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu in the modes of Shanta and Dasya, devotees attain a relationship with Sri Krishna in Vatsalya and other mellows, rasas. The constitutional form, the sarup of the jiva. Yeah, I think it should be nature, not. Jar je sambandha janita siddha bhav, tahara bhajane se bhavira prabhav. The eternally perfected relationship that the jiva has with the Supreme Lord will awaken within the jiva on the strength of his bhajan, the destination of those who consider Shri Gaur and Shri Krishna to be different. Gaura Krishna bheda jar she jivatar, Shri Krishna sambandha kabu na hoy tahar. Those wretched jivas who see a difference between Shri Gaur Hari and Shri Krishna can never attain a relationship with Shri Krishna. Sadhu sange danya adi guna jar hoy, she jiva dasya rase gauranga bhajai. That living entity, however, in whom good qualities such as humility have arisen as a result of the association of saintly personalities, worships Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Dasya Ras. The reason for calling Sri Gaur Hari as Mahaprabhu. Dasya Rasa Parakashta Gauranga Bhajane, Mahaprabhu Sri Gauranga Bole Sadhu Jane. Dasya Ras is the highest mood in which Sri Gauranga can be worshipped. Because of the predominance of this Dasya Ras, the devotee of Sri Gauranga calls him Mahaprabhu. Madhve me tejar hoy adhikar, Radha Krishna rupe Gaura bhajana tahar. A person who has the eligibility for Madhur Prem worships Sri Gaur Hari as Sri Radha Krishna. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu takes on 2 forms to perform Yugala Vilas. Radha Krishna Aikyamor Shri Gauranga Rai, Yugala Vilase Aike Swata Nahi Bhai. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the combined form of Shri Radha and Shri Krishna. This united form is naturally not appreciated in their Yugala Vilas, or amorous pastimes. Therefore, for this purpose, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu assumes 2 forms. Madhuras only manifests when dasya ras is fully mature. Dasya paripakve jabe jivera hridaye Shri Madhura rasa udhe murti mana loye. When the jiva's mood of servitorship, dasya bhav, reaches its full matured stage by constant worship of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Madhur Ras itself will manifest in his heart. Se samaye bhajaniya tattva gora hari, Radha Krishna rupa hoye braje avatari, Nitya lila rase she bhakta ke dubai, Radha Krishna Nitya lila braja dhama pai. At that time, the object of worship, Shri Gaur Hari, appears in Vraj as Shri Radha Krishna and drowns the devotee in the nectar of their eternal pastimes. The jiva then attains Vraj, the eternal pastime ground of Shri Radha Krishna. The profound relationship between Vraj and Navadvīpa. Navadvipe vraje je nikuda sambandha, eka hoye dui hoye nahi dekhe anda. A person who is blind in regard to transcendental subject matters cannot see the profound relationship between Navadvip and Vraj. In other words, he is not able to understand how Navadvip and Vraj manifest in two forms, even though they are one. Shri Gaur Hari is Shri Radha Krishna and Madhur Ras. Se sambandha Gaura Krishna jan Sheto sambandha Gaura Krishna jano sar Madhura rasete Gaura yugala akar. O Jiva, know for certain that the relationship between Shri Krishna and Shri Gaur is indeed the same kind is indeed of the same kind in It's indeed of the same kind. In other words, even though they are one, they manifest in two forms. Shri Gaur Hari appears as the youthful couple Shri Radha Krishna in Madhur Ras. E sab tattvatore rupa sanatan janaibe alpadine valabhanandan. O son of Vallabh, within a very short time, Shri Rupa and Shri Sanatan will explain all these fundamental truths to you. Shri Nityananda Prabhu orders Jiva to quickly go to Vrindavan. Tore Vrindavane Prabhu, dilo adhikar, vilambana koro Jiva braje jete ar. Shriman Mahaprabhu has bestowed upon you the qualification to reside in Sri Dham Vrindavan. Therefore, O Jiva, do not delay your journey to Vraj a moment longer. The crown jewel of all those who give prem, Shri Nityananda Prabhu, empowers the heart of Shri Jiva. Eto boli Prabhu tara mastake charan, Arpana Koriya Shakti Kore Sancharan. Saying this, Shri Nityananda Prabhu placed his lotus foot on the head of Shri Jiva and empowered him. Mahapreme Shri Jiva Gosvāmī Kotokhan Nityananda padatale rahe achetan. Being intoxicated in Mahaprem, Shri Jiva Goswami lay unconscious at Shri Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet for quite some time. Shri Vasayangane Jiva Karagari Jai, Satvika Vikara Saba Dehe Shobha Pai. When he regained consciousness, Shri Jiva began to roll in the dust of Shiva Sangan. Transformations of spiritual ecstasy, Satvik Vikar, purified his body. Shri Jiva Goswami's despair. Kandiya kandiya bole durbhagya amar, na dekhino enayane, na diya vihar. Shri Jiva wept and began to speak. Because of my misfortune, I could not behold with these eyes the pastimes that Srimad Mahaprabhu performed in Nadia. Jivani starite lila koilo gorarai, se lila na deki mor dina britta jai. Shri Gaur Hari performs pastimes only to deliver the jivas of this world. But my days are passing in vain because I cannot behold those pastimes. The news of Shri Jiva's going to Vrindavan. Shri Jiva jaibe vraje koriya shravan, Shri Vasayangane ailo jata sadhu jan. When they heard that Shri Jiva will go to Vraj, many virtuous sadhu mahatmas arrived at Shiva Sangan. Vriddha sabha Shri Jive korena ashirvad, Kanishta Vaishnava mage Shri Jiva prasad. The elder Vaishnavas gave their blessings to Shri Jiva, and those Vaishnavas who were junior to him begged for his merciful blessings. Shri Jiva Goswami's prayers at the divine feet of the Vaishnavas, who are like oceans of mercy. Kara judi bole jiva sakala Vaishnave, mama aparada kichu matra nahi lobe. Okay. Shri Jiva folded his palms and prayed to all those Vaishnavas, kindly ignore all of my offenses. The servant of Shri Chaitanya Dev is the Guru of the world and a wish-fulfilling tree. Tomra Chaitanya Dasa Jagatera Guru, Ekutra Jivere Daya Koro Kalpataru, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mora Ṭhākurati mati Nityananda Prabhu ho Janme Janme Gati. Really? Thak and I have to check these two. All of you servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and gurus of the world, all of you are servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and gurus of the world. O wish-fulfilling trees, O Vaishnavas who fulfill all kinds of desires, please show this insignificant jiva such mercy that I may be attracted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that life after life, Sri Nityananda Prabhu may be my Lord. Shri Jiva Goswami's humble words. Nahi puji balya kale charila maghar, tumi sab jivanera bandhu atapar. Already in my childhood, I gave up my family and home. I know no one but you as my only friends. Vaishnavanu kampa bina Krishna nahi pai, Vaishnava charana dhuli deho sabe bhai. It is impossible to obtain Sri Krishna without the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Therefore, O brothers, please, all of you, give me the dust of your lotus feet. Should it say lotus feet? Whatever, no. Sorry, guys. It's starting to hit me now really heavily, but I think we don't have that much to read. So, let's see. Shri Jiva's departure for the yoga pit. Eta boli sakale koriya stutinati Nityananda Prabhur loya Nityananda Prabhura loya anumati Jagannatha grihe giya Shira charane Vraje jaite agya loy Vraje jaite agya loy vikalita mane. Just seeing how many verses there are only 78. Okay, so 27 more verses. Saying this, Śrī Jiva offered his obeisances at everyone's feet and offered them prayers. With the permission of Śrī Nityananda Prabhu, he went to the house of Śrī Jagannath Mishra and fell at the lotus feet of Mother Shachi, asking with an anxious heart for her permission to go to Vraj. Mother Shachi gives her blessing to Śrī Jiva. Shri Charana Renu Diya Shachi Devi Tai Ashirvada Kori Jive Korilo Vidai. Shri Shachi Devi gave Shri Jiva the dust of her divine feet, bestowed upon him her blessings, and bade him farewell. Shri Jiva crosses the Ganga. Kandite Kandite Jiva Bhagirati Par How Gauranga Boli Jai Agya Jani Sar. Considering the Lord's order to be his everything, Shri Jiva crossed the Bhagavati Bhagirati, weeping and calling out, "O Gauranga! O Gauranga!" Koto Kana Chali Chali Navadvipa Sima Par Hoye Jai Jiva Ananta Mahima. After proceeding on a little further, Śrī Jiva Gosvāmī crossed the border of the endlessly glorious Śrī Navadvīpa. Śrī Jiva pays his respects to Navadvīpa-dhāma and proceeds towards Vrindavan. Navadvīpa-dhāma-chari Śrī Jiva Thokon Sashtanga Pranami Chale Jata Vrindavan. Śrī Jiva offered his prostrated obeisances to Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma from that place, and then set out towards Śrī Vrindavan. Vrajadhama Śrī Yamuna Rupa Sanatan Jagite Lagila Hriday Jivera Thakon. At that time, Vrajdham, Yamuna, and Śrī Rupa Sanatan manifested in Śrī Jiva's heart. Along the road, Śrī Jiva receives Śrī Gaur Hari's darshan in a dream. Pati Madhe Ratre Sapna Dekhe Gora Rai Jivere Bole Na Tumi Jao Maturai. Along the way, he received audience of Śrī Gaur Hari in a dream, in which the Lord said, "Go to Mathura." Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's instruction, Ati Priya Tumi Karupa Sanatan Ekatre Koroho Bhakti Shastra Prakatan. Rupa, Sanatan, and you are extremely dear to me. All of you work together to manifest scriptures on bhakti. One second. Okay. Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's blessing to Śrī Jiva. May the service to my form as Śrī Radha Krishna be your life and soul, and may you continuously behold the pastimes of Vraj. Swapna deki jivera ananda hoilo ati braja dhama prati dhai susatvara gati. Upon seeing the dream, Śrī Jiva became supremely blissful and began to walk swiftly toward Vrajadham. Vrajagiya Śrī Jiva Gosvāmī Mahārāja Jai Jai Karya Sadhila Tavarnana Nahoy. It is impossible to describe Śrī Jiva Goswami's various activities after he arrived in Vraj. Bhagyavana jana pare kori be varnan shuni be ananda chitte jata sadhu jan. Later on, a fortunate person will describe these activities, and all saintly personalities will blissfully hear of them. Is he talking about himself? The author expresses his humility. Shri Chara Buddhi E Bhaktivinoda. Chara Buddhi E Bhaktivinoda Abhajana. Shri Dhamma Brahmana Varta Korila Varnan. Sorry, just need to fix this. One second. Okay. Although he is not a receptacle of the Supreme, Bhaktivinoda, whose intelligence is wretched, has described Śrī Dham Parikrama, the author's prayer at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Vaishnava charane mor aise prarthana, Shri Gora sambandha mor hoka jo jana. I'm going to leave it in. My only prayer at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas is this. May they bestow upon me such mercy that my relationship with Shri Gaur Hari will be established. Sorry, guys. The author's desire, Shri Gaura Sambandha Saha Navadvipa Vas Hoka Achire Mora Eya Vilas. My only desire is that my relationship with Shri Gaur Hari be quickly established, and that following this, I may reside in Navadvip, the natural humility adorning a Vaishnava. Vishaya Garte Rakita Ati Durachar Bhaktihina Kamarata Krode Mata Ar Eheno Durjana Ami Maya Rakinkar Shri Gauranga Sambandha Kise Pai Atapar. How will a person like me, who is devoid of the Vaishnav's mercy, having fallen like an insect into the pitfall of material desires, and who is depraved, devoid of bhakti, engrossed in lust, maddened by anger, and a slave of Maya, ever attain a relationship with Shri Gaur Hari? The author's prayer to Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma. Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya anugraha kori udita hon hriday tabe. Udita hon hriday tabe amitari. If Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma is kind to me and appears in my heart, then only can I be delivered. The author's faith in Proto-Maya. Oh, Krishna, one second. Prodamaya Kula Devi Kripa Akapat Bharasatarite Matra Avidya Sankat. I have faith that only the sincere mercy of Kula Devi Prodamaya will deliver me from this dangerous ignorance. The author's prayer at the divine feet of Vriddha Shiva. Vriddha Shiva Kshetrapad Hona Sadai Chiddhama Amara Chake Hona Uday. May the protector of the Dham, Vriddha Shiva, be merciful to me, so that the transcendental Dham becomes perceptible to me. The author's prayer at the divine feet of the residents of the Dham. Navadvipa Vasi Jata Gaura Bhaktagan Epamara Shire Save Daudarashan. O devotees of Shri Gaur residing in Śrī Navadvīpa, please place your lotus feet on the head of this most vile person. Eto pratanamor shuno sarvajan achirete jeno pai chaitanya charana. All of you, please hear this prayer of mine so that I may quickly attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The author reveals a deep Nityananda Shri Janava Adeshe Paiya Varni Lama Navadvipa Atidina Hoya. Although I am insignificant, I have described Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma only on the order of Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Janava Devi. The speciality of Sri Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya. Navadvipa Gaura Nityananda Namamai E granta virachita hoilo nishchoy. Sorry, what did I just read? Navadvipa Gaur. Okay. Ataiva e granta parama pavan rachana doshete doshi nahe kadachan. This book is filled with the names of Śrī Navadvīpa, Śrī Gaur, Śrī Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore, without doubt, it is completely pure and can never be blamed if there are any mistakes in its compilation. The author's appeal. E granta pata kori gora bhakta jan parikrama phala sada karuna arjan. By reading this scripture, the devotees of Śrī Gaur Hari will acquire the real fruit of parikrama, the benefit of reading and hearing Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya. Parikramā kale granta koilo alochan shataguna phala hoy shastiran. It is the verdict of the scriptures that by deliberating on this book at the time of doing parikrama, the benefit one receives increases 100-fold. Oh wow! So we really need to read this book when we're on parikrama. The author prays for his cherished service. Nitai Janava Pada Chaya Ashajar Nadiya Mahatma Gai Dina Hina Char. The lowly, destitute, and wretched Bhaktivinoda sings the glories of Śrī Nadia in the hope of attaining the cooling shade of the lotus feet of Śrī Nityananda Prabhu and Śrī Janava Devi. Thus ends chapter 18. And also, thus ends Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya. Jai Ho! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Oh, thank you so much for sticking around through that. Oh my God, I was falling asleep on every verse, but you guys patiently waited for me to get through it. And I'm just so grateful to you that you joined me in this reading, this full Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya. We read through, in this small book, it's on Bible paper, we read through 429 pages. So, oh, if you could all help me with something, I would be very grateful. If you're on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list, if you could click on the email from the Gaudiya Kirtan newsletter, it will help us. We just moved over to a new mail server, and it's very helpful for us if we get a lot of clicks soon after we send it out. So yeah, if you can do that. If you're not on the Gaudiya Kirtan mailing list, then send me your email and I can sign you up. Haribol Narihari Prabhu. Yeah, I'm definitely not a Gosvāmī, but I am functioning on 1.5 hours of sleep right now. That is true, but definitely not a Gosvāmī. What I need to do right now is I'm going to do a posting. Oh yeah, big announcement. In how long from now? In 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour and 40 minutes. The full feature film, 108-minute film, The Gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, will go live on Facebook. We're going to premiere it. And so you can watch it live, like there'll be a 5-minute countdown, and then you can watch it. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. Or you can also watch it on srichaitanya.com. So yeah, that's it's the film goes into mostly it's about the 4 reasons of Mahaprabhu's advent as taught to us by my Śrīla Gurudev. So it's a documentary about my Gurudev, but focusing on my Gurudev's teachings, and especially my Gurudev's teachings on Mahaprabhu's advent. So it's a nice thing to watch before or on the day of Gaur Purnima. Understand all the deep reasons. Dandavat pranams Ganga Didi and Rukmini Didi. All right, Jai Shri Radhe, everybody. Oh, should I send you the link? I'll send you the link. Let me just find it. 1 second. I'll send you the link, and then you can on YouTube. Oh, and another thing, I'm going to start my own mailing list. I want to start it on Gaur Purnima Day, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. And so I will give you, and there on my mailing list, I want to write articles every now and then, and let me send. I'm just getting the link here. Oh wait, I was wrong. It premieres in 38 minutes. Sorry guys, I'm so tired I can't really think. So yeah, 38 minutes. In 38 minutes, you can watch this. Here's the link. All right, there, now you got the link. There, now it's sent and on Facebook. All right, thank you so much. Oh, I have to do Jaidvani. Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Radha-Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Saparsha Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan Ki Jai, Abhinna Vrindavan Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma Ki Jai, Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma Parikramā Ki Jai, Parikramā Kari Samasta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma-māhātmya Ki Jai, Śrīla Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura Ki Jai, Śrī Jiva Gosvāmī Par Ki Jai, Śrīmad Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Saparsha Shri Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri, oh, I'll do full, Shri Antardvip Mayapur, Shri Antardvip Mayapur, Samantadvip, Godrumadvip, Madhyadvip, Koladvip, Ritudvip, Janudvip, Modadrumadvip, Rudradvipatmika, Śrī Navadvīpa-dhāma Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Gaur Janmotsav Adivasthiti Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhaktivedānta Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashachai Krishna Bhakti Padadevi Sattvatai Namo Namaha Vansha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranam to everybody. So now I have 35 minutes to prepare Raise of the Harmonist posting announcing this premiere of the film. And yeah, you could all watch it. I'll be watching it live, so you could watch it with me if you want. And you can even comment live while it's going on. We can, yeah. All right. Oh, and I don't know what I'm going to read tomorrow on, maybe I should just read from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Either Chaitanya Bhagavat or Chaitanya Charitamrita or both. And we can sing the song Nadiya Udaigiri. So I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we can all sing together. All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Thank you, Madhavi Didi and Hari Prabhu and everybody.